Hey everyone, it's Stevie here. I wanted to give you an update on High Realms and what we've been up to. And by the way, welcome to the new official channel. We're going to be using it for teaser videos. So if you want to get teaser information before others, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on these videos. As you know, we paused updates for the game after the Valentine's update so that we could focus on a major revamp. And in this video, I'm going to be covering why we're revamping the game, the challenges we faced with updates, and where we're headed with it. I want to say we're super blessed to have such an amazing community, and we're grateful for all of you being a part of it. So let's get into why we're doing the revamp in the first place. Over the past 6 months, we analyzed player data, we asked for feedback and polls, and we even conducted a full video study with brand new players who have never played the game before, and many of them had never played any kind of Skyblock before. And we came to the realization that we needed to make some major changes in order for this game to work. We do get players, yes, but most of the time they don't stay, and it's not because the game is bad, it's because they don't really know what to do. The current state of the game or design of the game requires players to have self-motivation, to know what to work on, and it's just too sandboxy right now, and most players want to be guided. When I say sandboxy, I mean you could do whatever you want in this game that's not really guided per se. Right now, new players start on their island and they see a couple things they should do, and then they don't really know why they're doing them, and they don't really know what the game is. It's pretty confusing if you've never played a Skyblock game. Like most of you that are watching this have played the game, you know how to play the game, you don't see the issues that other players are having. But maybe you've had a couple friends come into the game and tell you like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, right? That's a common trend. While other people, especially during our study, they loved the game and they said, this is huge. Like, this is so much fun. I'm stuck playing it. I can't stop playing it. Some players that can get it, some players just don't. And the sad reality is most people don't get it. So the second some players step on their island, they can't get an idea of what the game's about. It's already overwhelming and confusing. You know, we start asking them to farm and then we have them teleport to the Citadel. Then they got to go cut trees and then they got to mine blocks and then they got to kill mobs and craft stuff, go back to the island, craft stuff. And it gets really confusing. Is this a farming game? Is it a combat game? Is it a building game? What is this game? They don't really know. And they just figure it's probably some kind of like Minecraft style game, which it is, but it's already confusing out the gate. And when you think about it, if you were to describe most Roblox games, especially the popular ones, it's usually pretty easy to describe them with a few words. For example, I could tell you Rivals is a shooting game. I could tell you Fish is a fishing game. I could tell you Dead Rails is a train survival game. But what is High Realms? And so we made some attempts to remedy this with tasks. And as you know, we also added a new tutorial and then we revamped that thing like 10 times. You probably didn't know that, but we have. We also have all these masteries to kind of point you towards things you should, be working on. We've also got collections to give you things to work on, but it's not a good progression system for you to know what you should be working on next. This was an issue with islands as well, not just our game, by the way. And I've had many of my Star Creator friends just tell me, DV, what am I supposed to do in islands? They got confused as well. They were just kind of building stuff and they didn't know what the end goal was. Even the dev team was telling me they had some issues with, just onboarding. And because of this, we knew we needed to add a true quest system to the game that guided you through a journey. And that wasn't going to be an easy task. So yes, I can confirm we've been building out an entire quest progression system from the ground up, full of story, full of side quests, repeatable quests. We got secret quests in there as well. The minute you step into the new game, you're going to have a completely different experience than what you've seen before. It's so much more fun. I've been playtesting it already, and I'm just telling you, just wait and see what we've got. Another issue we found, though, was that many just didn't like grinding mobs. Killing mobs was not a thing that they enjoyed. And our entire game was developed around combat. If you think about it, pretty much you're grinding for new swords constantly. Most people just enjoy farming. They like mining, they like crafting and collecting, but the common complaint was that the RNG was just way too aggressive here, which I fully agree with. And I personally hated grinding our mobs. And it's not because they're hard, it's just they're not as fulfilling as farming. And you could get the same amount of satisfaction of getting a rare item from cutting a tree than getting an item from a mob. Another big issue is that we teleport players around way too often at the start. So you start on your island, like I said, and then you end up at the Citadel, and then you do a few things, and then you get, sent back to your island, and then you get sent to the forest, and then you get sent to the mines, and then back to your island, and then the Citadel, and so on. And you're just teleporting everywhere, and it's exhausting. It's also confusing because you're not really sure what you're being told to do. You're trying to, complete the tasks. And not only that, the tasks are kind of boring. Let's just get real. They're kind of boring. You just crafted that copper pickaxe, and now you're working on a sword, and then you're working on an axe, and then you're working on the next, pickaxe. It's just not a fun grind. And so we're fixing that. And finally, another big issue our team had was creating new worlds. This was a very daunting task. Anytime we wanted to make a new world, it was exhausting because you have so many blocks. The optimization side of things, whenever we create a new world, the optimization part takes forever because even if we use our tools to optimize to reduce part counts, it's still requiring you to do manual optimizations. Not everything can be, you know, fully automated. And if we wanted to make a slight tweak to that, you start all over again. So the other craziness is as we add new worlds, the optimization requirements are even greater because, you know, we add a new world, we're potentially going to, you know, add another 20,000 plus blocks after optimizing. So it starts out with like 2 million blocks and we get it down to like 20,000 blocks. It's pain for your devices. And so our memory consumption kept going up and up and up, and the time to create new worlds was also increasing. It's just not very interesting when it takes so long for us to make changes to existing islands. If we want to add like, you know, secret into the forest, it takes a long time to do that. And so we are working on fixing that. As part of this revamp, we have completely changed over to terrain. And don't panic yet, but you just wait and see. Now, I'm not going to cover everything that we're changing in this video, so expect some more videos teasing some new mechanics we're adding. There's really, really cool stuff coming that I'm personally excited about, and you're going to absolutely love it. So in the meantime, enjoy a new teaser of New Haven, and I will see you in the next vid. Peace.